Many of the NRL's brightest stars made unforgettable first impressions in their debut games, showcasing raw talent and maturity beyond their years. Today, we have a compilation of 9 NRL debuts from young stars as well as some all-time legends. So let's get straight into it. Reese Walsh made his NRL debut for the New Zealand Warriors against the Melbourne Storm in their annual Anzac Day clash at Amy Park in 2021. Starting at fullback at just 18 years old, Walsh finished the match with an assist, but his efforts weren't enough to prevent the Warriors from falling 42-20 to the defending premiers.
Egan from dummy half. Comes to Reese Walsh, who's got plenty of speed and some Finland. Doesn't even own a passport. That's how fresh he is. And there's Egan. It's a blind for Walsh once again, who puts up, coming forward. Got a bit big on him, and he wore a real the outside. Smith looms up. It's a race between Smith and Walsh. But
as we know, there's been a lot of reshuffle.
It's Hines. Here's Smith. One-on-one with Walsh. Goes Haas.
Yeah, they're good to watch, aren't they?
Nicarima finds Reese Walsh. His speed concerns Melbourne. Rima Smith searches for the line. He'll find it as well. In of Olam. Edo away. He runs to Reese Walsh. Unger goes back to the left-hand side. Awkward pass there for Nicarima. Walsh, what a beauty. And we're seeing a star on debut. Walsh.
He's just got that ability to skip on the outside of players and then with a...
Four to Vunga. Here's Walsh again. First play. Puts a kick in.
Yeah, unexpected play there. And the first tackle from the screen down. He's done it easy.
A big wing, a shift. Look at Walsh again. Step.
Nathan Cleary scored his first NRL try in just his second career game for the Penrith Panthers against the Manly Sea Eagles in 2016. At only 18 years old, Cleary showcased his composure and attacking instincts, signaling the rise of one of the NRL's future superstars.
Richie tapping and Isaiah Yeo now. Game number 1 in the top flight. Latu, Cleary, Nathan Cleary.
That was just some nice work from the big men. And then the second man pass, and they had 3 men overlap.
Keep chipping away. Hey, look at the board, keep chipping away. There's plenty of...
A special moment for that young man, Nathan Cleary, the teenage halfback, that they've scored the last 2 and they're within 2 converted tries.
Payne Haas debuted for the Brisbane Broncos against the South Sydney Rabbitohs in round 8 of the 2018 season at 18 years old. Coming off the bench in the 54th minute, Haas impressed with his powerful runs and defensive energy in his short but impactful stint.
The deadlock can go to 14-12.
Yeah, well, as you can see, he's a big lump of a lad. Not only is he big and athletic, he's got a motor on him, so congratulations.
He wants to be in everything.
Here he is again, Payne Haas. He gets away from the first line of defence, and they're going to try and drag him back in the in goal. They kept him off the ground. They do exactly. Boyd, and here he comes again, the young fella. Brighton.
Brisbane's the...
He in turn gives it away, came to Clark. Clark's held up in the tackle now. Now they feign a kick through Johnston. He's put down offside.
James Tedesco made his NRL debut for the West Tigers against the Cronulla Sharks in round 1 of the 2012 season at just 19 years old. Starting at fullback, his debut was cut heartbreakingly short when he suffered a season-ending knee injury in the 29th minute. Sonny Bill Williams made his NRL debut for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs against the Parramatta Eels in round 1 of the 2004 season as an 18-year-old. Starting at centre, he quickly turned heads with his size, skill and aggression in a dominant Bulldogs performance.
Telstra Stadium,
Michael Vella, first man ball in hand. Way out of their own area. Sonny Bill Williams. Here goes that one on the outside. He does it himself. Inside ball. Defence.
He's such a good player for an 18-year-old.
And I saw him, I thought, he is going to... And he's away again, Sonny Bill.
He on the inside is Luke Patton. He will have two tries in 20 minutes. It's the Bulldogs.
He's got a bit of a smile on his face too, Stephen Face. But Sonny Bill out the middle of the park. No, the ball over the Patton.
21 and some long faces. On the heel.
Would spend hours and hours of practice at training.
Regathers. Here is Sonny Bill Williams. Set up a couple of...
I tell you what, he decided, I'm going to put the little chip over. I'll go through.
Through Peterson, who finds the line.
Joseph Suaalii made his highly anticipated debut for the Sydney Roosters against the Brisbane Broncos in round 11 of the 2021 season. At just 17 years old, Suaalii started on the wing and impressed with his composure, strong defence and fearless carries.
Suaalii's got a carry here for the Roosters. The kick. Suaalii goes back there and forces. Roosters will soak up what it... Still scored. Walker floating it out. Suaalii with it. Cuts out Brighton. Finds Suaalii. Solid shot there, Suaalii. Blooming. Roosters down by one. Suaalii trying to wrestle.
Cheer him on a very, very memorable occasion for the entire family.
Benji Marshall debuted for the West Tigers against the Newcastle Knights in round 20 of the 2003 season at just 18 years old. Coming off the bench, he immediately dazzled with his signature footwork and creativity, giving fans an early glimpse of his extraordinary talent.
Terry Hill back locking the scrum. This is Marshall. He is good on his Tigers on Benji Marshall.
His momentum carried him across to the line.
On the left-hand side is Fitzhenry, and that is the way they go. Fitzhenry to Marshall. Good long ball to O'Halloran. Sides. A good second-man ball. Marshall. Filson is in for a hat-trick. He's out from his own. Marshall steps one, beats another.
Here we see here, Benji Marshall. Look at his footwork. If he's not a player of the future, then I have.
Benji Marshall there. This is the young man. Jersey number 14. Withers. In fact, it's Marshall. Well-read defensively by Coach Tim Sheens this afternoon.
Billy Slater made his NRL debut for the Melbourne Storm against the Cronulla Sharks in round 1 of the 2003 season at age 19. Wearing the number 3 jersey, Slater starred with a try and showcased the speed and agility that would define his legendary career.
Kamali, a flat ball again, and they take it to the line. Stevens found the gap, and he takes it down to within 16 points to nil, if you don't mind, already. Track work in the past for the likes of Gay Waterhouse, and was up there at Eagle Farm, and here he is, showing them a clean pair of heels, looking for the finishing post, and will get booting home a winner at Randwick. Slater has carved them open and got the Storm on the board.
Over the last 2 weeks, he's been telling me of
the Melbourne Storm. Shane Haynes
there. You're set, you take the scrum.
will have handed the Sharks their hat.
Sam Walker debuted for the Sydney Roosters against the New Zealand Warriors in round 4 of the 2021 season at 18 years old. Starting at halfback, he showcased remarkable composure and skill, guiding the Roosters to victory in a performance well beyond his years.
And here is the prodigy himself, the 18-year-old. Oh, take it forward. Katoa running into Tupanua. And the referee. Plenty of red, white and blue jumpers there in front of him, though. Lussick comes across to Walker. He links up with Butcher. And it was the 18-year-old halfback on debut who served. Here is Walker. Finds Hutchison. Good ball there. Bradley for Hutchison. Now Walker. Manu. But Morris try of this opening 30 minutes. The right-hand side. It's the pass as well to Tedesco. Comes back to Walker. He sees some space. Takes them on himself. Stands. On debut has been called in to take over.
Well, that's like anything.
Seems to be poised personified given what we've seen so far to the SCG. Sam Walker and Ben Marshall.
That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments what you thought of some of these debuts and which one you remembered the most. With that being said, we'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.